to the point you were making before the break, I saw that Kevin McCarthy has sort of piled on, and this really has become a nationalized political, I would call them political carpetbaggers, really. Republicans making the case against action on climate change on the backs of Texans. And I'm sure you find that offensive. I find it stunning, and I'm not suffering. But what is the experience of seeing a crisis while it's happening turned into such a craven political moment for the right?
Well, I can tell you from everybody I've talked to, whoever you were, whether you were a red person, a blue person, or a purple person, there is seething anger at the state's public officials over this. And every time somebody tries to point the finger at something else, which is Beto related, this has nothing to do with the Green New Deal or renewables. Matter of fact, you could look at the stats and look at the thing. If Texas had admitted climate change was real and planned on it, we wouldn't be in the situation we are today. And so the idea, I agree completely with Beto, what he said about what we need to do and neighbor helping neighbor and community helping community and local leaders stepping up. It's unfortunate we can't rely on our state leaders in this moment to do that, but that's what we have to do. And there's a number of charities and a number of folks that folks can go on online and help people. The people that are impacted, just like the people that were impacted, have been impacted by COVID, but the most are the people that are the most vulnerable. They're people of color. They're people that don't have resources. Those are the people that are fundamentally impacted. I'll get through this, right? It's if I don't have to if I can't take a shower for 5 days, I'm okay. If I have to take out my truck and drive 50 miles to go get jugs of water, I'm okay in that. But it's the people that are most vulnerable. And the last thing I'll add is that's all to do in the short term. I would just ask any listener, any watcher, any listener to this, whether you live in Texas or another state, don't forget. Don't forget what you've been told, what you've been lied about at the national level, at state level, and pick leaders that are willing to be honest with you and have integrity. Because if the only way out of this mess and all of the problems we're in is to elect leaders that have integrity and to elect leaders that are be willing to tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it.
You're both telling such a compelling story of crises that have their roots in all that's broken in our politics. And I just want to end with you, Beto, on if you put these things together, the sort of the lie that led to the violence on the 6th, all of the suffering, which has disproportionately impacted the very people Matthew just named as being disproportionately affected by this crisis right now in Texas. We are still moving toward, we're still falling. If these are dominoes falling, they're still crashing down. How do we start standing them back up again?
I think what Matthew said is so important to remember. If there's no accountability, if there's no justice for the lies that are being trafficked by those who are in positions of public trust, then you can bet that this will continue. And the deaths and the devastation and the disasters will follow suit. This is the wealthiest, most powerful country on the face of the planet, the proudest democracy ever known. Sorry about that.
That's okay. TV in the time of Zoom. I get it.
That was my dog. We are capable of bigger and better things than what we are seeing from our leaders right now. And so we must expect that from them or send new people in their place. But if we fail to do that, we will lose. We will lose lives. We will lose our way of life, and we'll lose our very democracy. That's all on the line right now. And in a democracy, no one can be on the sidelines. No one can sit this out. We all have to be in the game. It's on all of our shoulders. And so let's expect that from ourselves and from one another. And I bet you we can overcome this.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.